Scar TV. What's going on, guys? Hey, Scar TV coming at you with another Magic the Gathering video. Today we're going to be diving into a deck that I'm kind of getting my feet wet in the historic meta. I haven't actually played any historic. Really, I played a couple games just with the deck to kind of get a feel for it before I actually filmed this video, but other than that, I haven't really dabbled in any historic gameplay in Magic Arena. So this deck is kind of like basically like a budget build. I didn't want to invest too much into cards right now until like some new stuff drops out and stuff like that, and kind of see what's going on. But today we're going to be doing a mono blue historic deck. It's a tempo focused deck. You know, it's kind of aggressive, kind of attack your opponent's face, hopefully prevent them from playing enough creatures and deal damage to them before they kill you. Overall, the deck is pretty budget friendly. I think there's maybe like 4 or 5 mythic / rares in the whole deck as a whole. The deck is okay. I had a pretty close matchup earlier. I just kind of drew into lands, but overall I did get a lot of damage in that our opponent kind of probably would have gotten frustrated to not really be able to take care of. But overall the deck is pretty solid. Other than that, let's get into the deck itself and kind of go over and see what it is. Okay, so the deck overall is pretty like light when it comes to creatures, when it comes to how much they cost. The biggest thing we have is 3, and a lot of it gets cheaper if we control certain creatures of certain creature types. So we got Curious Observation. Pretty much this is kind of gives one of our creatures +1/+1, and whenever we deal combat damage with this creature, we get to draw a card. And if we didn't attack with the creature, then we have to sacrifice this. And you got a couple dive downs to give our creatures hexproof, and also kind of give them bigger toughness, so then they can't get killed if our opponent directly wants to target them with a spell, or if we want to just block something that's maybe slightly bigger. Then you have Opt for the Scry and the draw 1 card. Siren Stormtamer, pretty much another card with flying. It's a Siren Pirate Wizard, which actually will come into effect with a couple of our counter spells that we have in the deck. You can also tap 1, sacrifice it, and we can counter target spell that would target a creature we control. Spell or ability that target creatures we control. Then you got Spectral Sailor for the flash and flying, and later in the game, if we need to, we can tap 4. We can also draw a card out of it, which is pretty good. Spell Pierce, because you know it's historic, might as well play the 1 mana counter target non-creature spell unless it's control phase 2. Very good early game, especially if our opponent's playing like a deck that's full of spells. Brineborn Cutthroat, yet again another thing that's good. The tone of the deck is really like a flash deck with a couple little cards that we play on our turn, but overall a lot of stuff has flash. It pretty much gets +1/+1 counter. I think I had something similar in my regular blue tempo deck that I posted before. And then every time you play a creature spell or cast a spell during your opponent's turn, we get a +1/+1 counter. It can get pretty big pretty quickly if we can get stuff out on the board. Merfolk Trickster, another creature with flash. Enters the battlefield, we can tap target creature and opponent controls, and then we can make that creature lose all its abilities. Brazen Borrower, we play it for both the flyer and also the return target non-land permanent to the opponent's hand, so it's a bounce back plus a flyer, and it has flash. Both are instant speed. Look at Dispersal. This is one of our counter spells. It costs 1 less if we control a pirate, which one of our early 1-drop spells are pirate and a wizard. And then we counter target spell unless the controller pays 4. So a 2 mana counter target spell unless our controller pays 4. They could be pretty big, especially if we're playing something against something else that's pretty aggressive. Then you got Wizard Retort. Yet again another counter spell that costs 1 less if we control a wizard. A lot of our creatures are wizards, and then counter target spell. Castle Vantress to kind of scry, as well as produce blue mana, and then 19 islands. Pretty much overall the deck is fairly cheap. Yet again, if we get into that late game, mid to late game, we are pretty much toast. But overall, if we can get our quick damage in on our opponent, we do stand a pretty good solid chance. Other than that, let's get into some games, kind of see how it goes. We'll play some historic rank since I haven't really played, kind of see how this deck handles. I have no idea what the meta is. I kind of just made like a historic version of like my mono blue tempo deck is really what this is at the end of the day. I'm sure there's cards I could add in that are a little bit more aggressive, that are kind of a little bit rare and better. I mean, I could always add Gadwicks and things like that, but to keep it at their 20 lands, this is pretty much a solid build. So hopefully we can find something that's gonna be a little bit more in our favor. Like I said, we don't play too many lands. Sometimes the deck itself is kind of weird when it comes to pairing us up with various decks. that kind of makes sense. So our opponent's a little bit higher rank than us. I guess I can tell just based on the rank. This hand literally is our opponent goes first. We have 2 mana, a bunch of ops, and a Brazen Borrower. Our opponent's playing something aggressive. This could be bad. This hand would be better on the play. I'm gonna keep though because we can draw into something better. We can opt first turn. So it's a +1/+1. If they control 3 or more creatures. So I'm wondering if they play like a very weenie style white deck, maybe with some light gain. Like I said, I'm not 100% familiar on what our opponents could be playing. So they're gonna scry 2. Probably gonna hit us for 1. We're in a weird position because yet again the board is bigger. We don't really have a lot of board clears. We have a counter spell. They're being very interested on what their deck has. I don't really know. They kept it, but they took a minute. Fair. Play our land. Yet again, our deck plays on the basis of having things with flash. So we'll sit back and kind of let's see. First strike, vigilance, and then what is it, 3 or more? Resolve. I could bounce. I could block, but then we run out of creatures. I'm just gonna let it go. Maybe play this. And then pass their turn. That's actually really good because we can play 2 spells and block a creature next turn. So we're not gonna attack. We'll leave it back as a blocker. We can flash in and bounce back a creature and actually that's fine. Interesting. So they probably have a pump card. So we'll block in. We'll play an ops. We'll engage them. I don't need another land. I need a spell. And I'll pump in another creature. I'll save the Daxos. Question is, do they block here, or do they not? That is the real question. I'll pass and say go. No attacks. We do have some counters up, so that's good too, which will be very beneficial to us. So if they play anything, we can counter. We can bounce back, which will bump this up. I'm gonna counter that because we still have mana open to. That's fine. We'll play in a Sailor. We'll play another Sailor. Why not? I'll attack for 7 and see what happens. They're not gonna block. It's perfectly fine. In turn. I could have also attacked my flyers, but I'd rather leave a blocker up. Question is, do they have like something to take care of this? That's fine. It's fine. They're gonna probably put an attack in. It's fine. I'll take the 2. I'm not threatened by 2 damage. We will activate this, withdraw a card. And then we'll play the ops. And then worst case scenario, we have 2 Tricksters that we can definitely get rid of stuff here. This is a counter spell, which is good. We'll go into combat. We'll attack him for 8, see what they do. Alright, they're really confident on taking this 8 damage. We have stuff to play. Yeah, we'll counter that. We don't even gain life. That's perfectly fine. Still fine. See if they attack. No blocks. That's fine. They can't kill us. We're gonna attack him for 10. +2, so they have to block here to prevent that damage. So we'll Trickster and tap this down and bounce back Daxos if that's what they're going to do. They also now may think to heal Spell Pierce. Don't want them to have a Johnny. That's still fine. I don't care if they gain the life visible. How do we do this? And they're frustrated because we, I guess, frustrated them with all the things. But that's the benefit of playing tempo, is that it's pretty quick. The controls are very minimal, but even if we can keep on drawing and kind of just keep in, even with their board advantage, we were able to kind of get our board into a place. Like I said, it was a very risky hand, keeping a hand with ops, but yet again, we're getting hand card advantage if we play ops to get cards and also being able to scry. But overall, that was not a bad game. It got a little iffy. I wasn't sure where it was going. Our opponent goes first. We gotta dive down, Sailor, Spell Pierce, Trickster, Wizard. I think we'll keep this yet again. It's got some opening things we can do. We'll keep the 7. I mean, if our opponent's playing something aggressive, playing some sort of red, interesting. We'll let this go and turn. Probably play a Sailor if they don't play a spell. Maybe they're playing mono red burn. Quite interesting. It's fine. So some sort of mono red aggro deck with multiple we'll play this. We'll attack in the air. I think next turn we play the Trickster. Depending on what they do, they may kill this. As long as you control a dragon. Interesting. We'll tap that, because they'll probably want to attack now. Or they got a shock. I can drive a shock out of them. Nope, did not do anything. I'll ping in the air for damage. In turn. We gotta dive down into Spell Pierce so we can block and then absorb a hit. We'll Spell Pierce here. No, you know what? We'll dive down. So that doesn't even, it fizzles. We will play this. Combat. 2 in the air. So we have counters, and we have he's very interested. He's like very hesitant on actually attacking us. I mean, I will block the 2/2 all day. take the 2 damage because I'll outpace him with this 2 damage. We'll put this definitely on one of these. And now we deal 3 damage, draw a card. We don't have a counter for a creature, unfortunately. We got a lot of land. I'll make him pay mana for that. Do they want to pay the 2 is the question. They let the counter go. Interesting. That's pretty big. That may be a situation that I have to figure out. It has trample. We'll still attack. I gotta draw. I gotta be aggressive. That's unfortunate. That's rather unfortunate that we drew that. We're at 4. Oh, this is fine. All right. Because we'll just bounce that back. So we'll attack for 3 in the air. Take the action. Brazen. We can opt next turn. We also have counter. We have 5 mana, so we can counter, and we could trample. We'll counter this. Island. That's 7. I gotta play this because I gotta find an answer for the 2 damage. I gotta attack for 2 or a sacrifice. I guess I leave up the 1 blocker. Going for damage. Draw a card. Yeah, this is good. We can counter their dinosaur, and then we should have enough to seal the game. Wait, maybe not. Interesting. I'm just gonna attack for the 2, leave the blockers back. Draw the card, of course. Hopefully you get a counter spell. That's unfortunate, because really you need a counter spell to seal the deal here. They really just need like opt. No. Whenever a non-token enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 dragon. I guess that resolves. So what we'll do here to seal the deal is we'll pass the blockers. Here. We'll throw a dive down on here. Absorb the block. Play a Brazen. And it's my turn. And that's, I think, 3 either way, no matter how he blocks. I think he realizes that there's nothing he can do. And there we go. All right, there we go. We got down to 2 that time, which was pretty crazy. But overall, for Mono Blue Tempo, this deck handled itself pretty well. I mean, our sample size is not very good, and I know there's some really, really good historic decks. But overall, I mean, the deck plays pretty control-y, but also very aggressive. I mean, we only hit them for a couple damage here and there, but as long as we kind of keep their board from doing what they want to do against us, I feel like that puts us in a very good spot to win. Card advantage from drawing from various cards is very strong for this deck. I mean, we don't, as you can tell, you don't need a lot of mana to really do the damage. But guys, I mean, if you like this video, I know this is a little bit shorter than my normal videos, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, know when you post videos like this. I'm going to try maybe put in some more historic, because it seems like an interesting format to do until we wait for the next set to drop, or for some new deck to come out of nowhere. I'll probably be starting to post those. If you guys want to see like any certain deck that you guys may have played in historic, or just want to see like in maybe another video, let me know down in the comments below as well. But guys, until next time, I will see you in the next video.